This is Donald Trump's potential new administration coming in for his next term as president. Take a look. Take a look at him. Take a mental picture. All right? Now, keep that thought in your mind. But let's see what Fox News has to say about this potential group coming in.
We were just talking about this. I think Joey made a great point. This cabinet represents an incredible amount of diversity compared to any other administration that we've really seen.
Why are Democrats so obsessed with diversity? We have some of them complaining about Donald Trump's new cabinet picks, saying that his cabinet that he has chosen lacks in diversity. Now, I can tell you that as a person of color who is also a woman, I do not care about the lack of diversity in Donald Trump's cabinet, and nobody else should either. The only thing that any of us should care about is whether or not the people he has selected for these different offices can handle the job. That's the only thing that...
Yes, I don't want to talk much. I'm going to play this video first. Black people are going insane on social media that Trump picks. It's not supposed to be like that. They are not seeing a black person. To me, that is not right. Every person who voted for Trump was because of the economy, war, peace, and some other reasons, not because of color. If Trump is taking up these people, it's because we believe that they are competent enough to do the job. So I don't want to know anything apart from this.
This is Donald Trump's potential new administration coming in for his next term as president. Take a look. Take a look at him. Take a mental picture. All right? Now, keep that thought in your mind. But let's see what Fox News has to say about this potential group coming in.
We were just talking about this. I think Joey made a great point. This cabinet represents an incredible amount of diversity compared to any other administration that we've really seen. When you think about the true nature of diversity, that is what people believe, the backgrounds they come from, intellectual, ideological diversity. What?
Fox, what do the kids say nowadays? Holy glaze. Fox News, you're full of shit. Hey, listen, you know what the worst part about it is? It's not even that egregious. You know, you got your honorary Indian and the Vivek. You know what I'm saying? You got some women in Albert, you know what I'm saying? You got the Hispanic gentleman passing as a white. Fair enough. But when you try to pee on me and tell me it's raining, why you try to insult my intelligence? You said, oh, as far as intellectual diversity, there's nothing intellectually diverse about these people. Let me speak for the black delegation. I don't see a representation yet. I know I shouldn't be doing this, but Mr. Donald Trump, I would like to beg. I would like to beg for, what's his name? Brian Donald, Tim Scott, both. They shucked and jived for months. We traded them away as the black community. And now you're hanging them out to dry. Please find a department for these ninjas. I don't want to see them suffering out here. Housing development, something. Security, transport. Give them something. Because they are down bad right now.
Looking at Trump's cabinet, it only proves that he look at his black supporters as just the help. Y'all are nothing but workhorses. And you would think like someone as intelligent as Candace Owens, she'll have a position. Imagine if Obama had as many black cabinet picks as Trump has white cabinet picks. And it don't stop there. He just picked these people just because they were black. That would have started a civil war. And these people can't even argue that he picked the most qualified people for these positions. Because just like he picked the Matt Gaetz for this position, who has all type of skeletons coming out of his closet, he could have easily put a Tim Scott in that same...
Yes, every person who voted for Trump was for similar reasons. The economy, war, peace, and a lot more. What I'm seeing on social media, they are struggling to have a moment to create for black people. Some are saying, oh, they are not seeing a black person on Trump list. Totally insane. For Trump to take up a decision to pick up a certain group of people is because he believed that these are people at this moment that can deliver what he wants. Not because of any reasons or about skin color. If you have 30 people and you choose 15, it is because you know that these 15 can do the job. It is insane to see the kind of meltdown I'm seeing on social media. MMBC host had a segment today. When I looked through that clip with Joe, he went to Trump resident. The other day, we saw the kind of backlash he received. He didn't stop. He came back today. They sat down. This is what they discussed.
There's a lot of people that will be affected and impacted in the interim.
Exactly.
And I think that we can't miss the forest for the trees. When we have a new president, and that's who Donald Trump is, regardless of my views of him, we've got to figure out how we have people not suffer more than they can suffer if we're not dealing with that. That's why when there were those, and there were not as many as I thought, that said, why would you and Mika meet with Donald Trump? He's going to be the president. If you can meet with him, meet with him. That, to me, is no different than when people said to me, why would Kamala Harris go talk to Brett Baer? So on one side, she can talk to Brett Baer, but on the other side, he shouldn't come on Morning Joe. I don't think we've got an equal judgment here, because I think all sides need to be talking to all sides. Now, that's not my role. Donald Trump called me after he won the first time. I wouldn't meet with him because I felt that it would be a photo op and he promoted wrongly, even though we should be discussing issues, and we have talked on the phone since then. But I know he's a promoter. If he had been born black, he'd have been Don King. That's what he does well. But I think that what we need to do is deal with the issues that's going to impact people. I would say, I hope in your conversations, we should ask Donald Trump. You talked about black men would be with you. Where's a black man being nominated by you for your cabinet? Has anyone noticed there's no black that has been nominated on his cabinet? That needs to be raised, rather than who.
Yes, I disagree with this guy in a lot of things. There is one thing he said here, like he has not seen a black person in Trump peaks. This is the same mistake Biden did, and we saw what was going on. Even till today, Kamala was one. Like this issue of the, I don't want that Trump should repeat that. Trump should pick people he's confident and he trusts he can work with. That should be the best. There is no time again for him to rethink. If he sees a black person that is competent enough to do the job, he should pick. If he doesn't see, he should pick another. I don't care about skin color. When I see people repeating this, struggling to bring in this issue of color, to me, it's insane. I don't like to hear that. They have done this over and over. The Biden administration did this. What was the end result? Kamala could not win. She failed, they failed in a lot of things simply because they didn't pick competent people. Before Trump taking a decision now, I believe he knows what he's doing. He made a mistake on the past. I don't believe he can do that now. They should focus and talk about the economy. Reason they voted for Trump. This issue of legal immigration, not about people don't care about that.
Absolutely ridiculous pair.
Calling the media the enemy of the people.
So I actually think it was the right thing to do, and I've heard a lot of folks on the left coming after Joe and Mika saying, don't normalize him. Well, 75 million plus American voters normalized Donald Trump by making him President-elect Donald Trump.
Are you talking? Well, okay.
They may have made mistakes in the past.
Country, but they voted for Kamala Harris.
But there was a split, and more of them voted for Donald Trump than had historically. I think that there's such a desire. If you really think the vast majority of this country voted because of racism and misogyny, you're missing it.
309, Tulsi Gabbard added to Donald Trump's cabinet. Also with a
theory that a lot of people seem to be coalescing around.
They were too woke, insisting that people use the term Latinx.
You have to say they. No, you have to do this.
Stop with the virtue signaling.
Step away from woke. Focus less on who is woke and more on who is broke.
I've never seen that.
I saw so many liberals getting super excited every time Kamala had a new celebrity endorsement. But we all know for a fact that these celebrity endorsements are not free.
Oh, is it true that they paid you $1 million for the endorsement for Kamala?
Not true.
Not.
Now it's time to unite everybody.
I want you to know what would change after doing this.
Comes out against Trump.
I don't care if they write that.
So, with that, I'm going to shake it off.
Figure out a way to say thank you.
That guy's name, he's such an absolute prick. I can't stand him. But anyway,
Hey there. Not doing great. Terrible night last night. It was a terrible night.
What will the rest of us be doing on day one?
He says that